experience pursuit because it's within you and I cannot have a contraction. If it wasn't for you being with me to be and see all that I was, with you and eyes to hear me through, how you see me, learn to teach me through you, giving eyes to see how beautiful looks through the eye of you too can be like you were to be all things through us and forever live through song and vibration. I won't and can't be still constantly moving and improving through consolation, and thus in consultation for the love I gave to receive the you and the me and I send to shoulder must be forever and never forget to remember that you shape when you shift drive to the cells to ignite the light shine never dims. There's living need and believing in them to know the cells themselves is a plural that doesn't need to be pluralism is rebirth to be what we achieve, but pursuing that the need is a seed that grows into a tree from the breath and the deep positive energy that to be all that in the now future to give to be present again without presentation to be heard from all directions I was before I came to be. If I'm here now, no need for the reason, for I am the reason of the season and no purpose in works that no mistake, just lessons of possession and no will and hesitation, otherwise we can alter the manifestation of heaven of a man invested with man ultimate occupation. Time is patience and no time for that to be when we're here now is becoming homecoming before you to come again with through and true is all you can do with will upon others like the stars. For me, that's how I came to be with you, for me to see the you inside of me and see the prophet, the prophecy, the prophetess in you, which gave you choice to be and become in and out, come doubt like a shadow, like the drive-through in light, in the balance of action inside us, stabilizing the love that stabilizes and adjusts your channel, and as it trips and stay tuned to the drive-through, that's the cartoon, that's bones repetition and that grew from the dry ground to be nurtured for the coming and revive the bed of opportunity further before you and receive the goddess as she builds every period of opportunity to unite, to withhold and let it go from that like sea, make like the tree and be leaves with breath controls to be your exhale and light your need without perishing relish the dark side of the embarrassment and rebirth and enlightenment. That was no accidental, that was intentional and purposeful, that was placed in time perfectly, in time pieces in the mind and the longing in the heart and given feet to fear that we can walk in a land so that it may speak inherently by the neck to speak, to bestow strength, to bring joy to the weak, to the soul of eternal Father that was hung from the memory of me. And every human being is so important to be. And that's
Everybody has a piece of. Oh, wait, there's neighbors around opening up the windows and closing them. Maybe it's winter time, or maybe she's not here this time, and she's not gonna knock on my window and bother me. And I say, lady, I got my rights to bitch. I do what the fuck I want to, nigga. I wouldn't talk like that. This was all a dream, or maybe it was deja vu, because I have felt this shit before. And I felt this way before. But maybe it's the same recalling of a recycled life. Maybe it's the people that want to innovate my dreams or imaginations. There's only Willy Wonkas and chocolate factories and sweet tooths and diabetes. And maybe the sugar corn factory was getting richer while the corporations were ordering the people around for the minimum wages. And it was minimal timeline. The timeline was only for the history, and history was only interpretations of yours with the untold. Precipitation is raining the acid, and then you fall like plastic inside the ran of the Pacific, and only Pacific ways to leave you. Caught in the labyrinth, this is must be continued. You're never ending it. Choose your own venture book, and if you could add on, maybe people could venture on. Take an adventure on, maybe look on Craigslist and find something to do or buy. Spend all money on a supply, consume everything like I can own it. Order, maybe a hoe would do something like that with the body, not own it. Maybe only for some value. Maybe I would tell you about something that reminded me of you. I tried to tell you, but it was over the winds blowing that day. I was in Chicago, in the middle of the downtown. Skyscraper is looking up, I can't see it because the sun is unfolding. Maybe you saw the shadows in these clouds that are unfolding. You're right, you have to look inside the mirror today. Michael Jackson tried to tell you that all the pharmaceuticals and misled you. Or they fed you lead and called you a miss. And Miss Jackson is only a song from the 18 aliens. And maybe all this shit comes to true. Choose your own adventure. It's been Adams in the minute. This is your that way you can picture me like a habitat, a different reputation to be applied for. Only how can I speak with metaphors for what's an idea, modern world peace, or shoot my free throws because they had no free balls and bounce my balls, but all balls don't bounce. You can count on that.
System now. The system is rotten. It's going to be dismantled. Ideally, now has been dismantling the Capricornian structure, and that will continue until about 2024, 2025. All systems, all businesses, everything that is run as business for people, whether it is bus lines, railroads, airplanes, lawn services, businesses, must operate with integrity and complete good of the people and the land. All of those that do not are going to find big, big problems. All the misuse of energy, Monsanto, the poisons, everything, it's all not in the highest good of the, let's say, quality of life of the earth, the people, and the plants. And Anunnaki are not honoring the highest quality of life. So you have a ringside seat, friends, for probable events that are such of a dramatic nature. This is why the planet is full. People want to be here. And then they get here and they say, well, who's going to save me? Where are the safe zones? Where can I escape this? And this is a reflection of something you all fall prey to. When you are not in the body, you say, well, piece of cake, I'll go down there, I'll incarnate, I'll take on this body, I'll select that family, this looks like it is good, and then you get down here, and it's not quite the same. Looking at it is very different than being in it. And then there's the problem of remembering. And a society that does not encourage you to recollect why you have come in.
Be better than those who want to floss, no more than later thoughts. You should have a relationship and be communal and not just communion. See the love and blood in common heart from the start to revelation to working heart. Your currency that can actually take your power and subliminally. You're just a business partner for the imperial and serial criminals. The corn that grows in the 30% of the land that we lost. We didn't pay attention and didn't know the cost of the city from the moon and dark side that lies in the middle of the thin line is hard to find. The middle of the riddle. This is the reason why their mind is hard to find. It's synonymous in line with the sky. Mind full of thoughts in the head of darkness. Netted the fed, the wake, and the bed, and the bed, and the bed, the dread, the bullet, that thing, that gun, pick up the love. And the cut with that can't run over it over until it begins. And the cycle contends in the shape of the bends. It pretends the home. And Daniel's is invented inventory. And pretend the story, the manipulator storyline. To wipe the way into the light with the serenades and no games to the serenades and arcades and horses. Stampede, a magician. Without the season, break out the heavens and open up the enslaved minds that can open up their hearts to mankind. The last part is the part of the particles of the body that free their bones and bury their lands. That link with significant to the amnesty, the contentment, incompetent words and sentences that are repenting, and self-love to radiate. Arise, joy, for the deployment of the valleys and the death sorrow time was borrowed and swallowed and whole from the soul to the toilet bowl and the oceans and the clouds too. The rain and pouring, the complaining, the raining and falling to the knees of lighting and strikes. And it ain't out in the mighty fight. The righteous not much to be wrong, you know who's right in the simplicity. Simple spirit is that there will be peace and belief of the tree that was behind us with the foresight, forever go past the horizon, the meteor of meteorites. And if it's been more to the end to be a problem, we can never get away to see what we had before. We had to be one kingdom, but there was me. And every single person in the corner that lost the frequencies and it lost train of thought, rainfall, there's a place of alleviation, the harness and promises, and that not what left us behind. Satellites in the Satan. It was a little more to the end and not of a problem, but you can see the happy that before the kingdom was only the pure part of mind single. Present, all gifted with the spirit of the Yahweh. Yo, say in the airplane, airborne, head, these thorns, and devil's horns, and Daniel's hands, and horny, the numbers to fornicate. This is the free and the feed that comes with the polyphonic and proliferation, the prolong. The prolific content, the content, the contenders and benders, and containing of complaints, and whether or not the comments are yelling and swelling of jaws and flaws never vain, unveiling the content, intention, there's obstacles and actions of being accountable from the tablet of commandments, and now your tablets, the pills. And the competitors of championships that sink the bottom of the waters of the body, brothers and bodies, and Uncle Sam's and matters to plan the planner. But the hidden propaganda instead of defeated propagandists in Los Angeles, scandals and scandals who are notably notorious for placing the greed in the bill, which says in God we trust.
experience the pursuit because it's within you, and I cannot have a contraction. If it wasn't for you being with me to be and see all that I was, with you and eyes to hear me through, how you see me, learn to teach you, and you giving eyes to see how beautiful. Look through the eye of
California in such big trouble?
all things through all
Standing
I
out.
want to be so confident unless you consultation for what I did to see and me and I should send to show them must be forever and ever to know that you should strive to be so the cells can be and shine through the doors of the believing in them to know the cells and cells if we get to be what we achieve, assuming that the need is
takes you into the world of fantasy. It takes you into the world of pictures. One recognize that the height of success occurred cinema victory over
through the eye of
mind.
you too can be like you were to be all things
Introduction
through
of
us
what's
and song and
called
vibration.
Disney.
I won't and can't be still
If you
constantly
look
moving
at
and
the
including through
logo
consolation.
of
And that's
the
my consultation
mouse
for the love I
Walt
gave to
Disney
receive the
signature,
and me and I
many
should
have
send to
found
show
the
this
signature
must be
of
forever and
the
never
number
forget to
666 embedded into Walt Disney's signature. The number 666, some say it's tied to Revelations and the mark of the beast, but 6 is always related to the counting of the Anunnaki system. They are very big on 6. So 666, 60 is Anu's number. And 6 is a code for the Anunnaki presence and their ability to manage and manipulate your reality so that through cinema, you are programmed. Through cinema, you no longer have to be encouraged to go to war. The pictures are before you and you're programmed to go to war. It cut the Anunnaki work way down. And then people stopped imagining and creating. And they convinced themselves as they sat and looked at the screen that they were smarter and smarter. You get the picture? So it is California that was the home of much of this. And then many dark things happened in California. You have a place at the coast there just called Presidio or some such. Lots of mind control manipulations, the universities, UCLA, lots of dark manipulation, mind control, MK Ultra, all along the coast of Southern California. Oops, here they come. They're attempting to race our minds. Fountain up, everyone. Fountain them up there. They are wanting to put control frequencies over us. This is for mystery landers out there. The helicopters are flying over. So, California has seduced itself to some extent and into pleasure. Too much pleasure, too much liberalism. Too much, let's do it because we can without thinking it through. And at some level, it's gotten out of control. Also, to the globalist, it is a threat. There's lots of food here. There's lots of free thinkers. There's lots of innovators. Lots of people know how to live off the land. And, of course, you are big for the world economy, and California supplies lots of food. So it's a threat on many levels. It comes from many different directions. As a warning, we will say this. It was good work this morning to do the gonging, the toning, the picturing for the rain. Keep picturing and calling in the natural elements. Understand that there's no artificial intelligence, no matter how super duped it is, unto even something beyond quantum computing is going to outcompute the living library, the program of it.